Hello viewers, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. In this episode, we're totally going to do an actually difficult mission. We're going to stop with the kid gloves, stop softballing. So, we're not quite at hag level yet, because I haven't played with any of our level 3s, and so none of them are any good. Let's get somebody up. What is this? Plus 15% damage, plus 2 speed. That's compelling. Plus 15% damage on occultists. Not bad. You know I love plus X% damage. That's not great. This is pretty good, but we already have one. This would not be a terrible thing. Minus 5% damage isn't that big of a deal. The Man-at-Arms is not a primary damage dealer in the first place. I'm usually using him for Rampart because you know how I feel about stuns. So the question is, Rampart Shield or Berserk Charm, I think. Let's go for the Berserk Charm. The Cove does need to be leveled up more, I suppose. That's a real thing. No bosses, no veteran level bosses will appear in the Cove until it is at least level 4. That's true of all of the regions. You can see none of the others have their bosses exposed yet either. Well, meanwhile, the Wheel is level 5 already, and so it has enough experience in the bar for both of the veteran level bosses to appear. Maybe we need to lay off of the Wheel for a little while and do other things. So let's go ahead and do this. Medium, complete 100% of room battles. Let's do it. Let's go. So we're gonna leave Mantell at level 4. Once somebody's at level 4, I want to put them aside for boss fighting for the moment. So let's get you guys up. That's not gonna be helpful. All right. We do want to get some more people to level 4, and this is the time when we do that. So you can. Oh, you can't blackjack people from the third row. Maybe we need to do something more like this. As much as I enjoy point blank shot, and I'm sure you've noticed I really do enjoy it. Yeah, let's go this way. And we'll bring either our Vestal or our Occultist. Let's bring the Vestal. I think. Well, if we're going to the Cove, maybe we should try to play our Plague Doctor. What if we do this? Yeah, what if we do it like this? That's not bad. I'd prefer to get the, what do you call it? I'd prefer to get the Vestal on cooldown if somebody's going to go on cooldown, by which I mean go into a stress relief building, rather than the Occultist, because of the fact that the Vestal won't play nice with our Abomination, but the Occultist will, and I don't know what I'm going to want to bring to the next fight. Okay, so if this is the crew, I do think that it behooves us to upgrade some stuff. For example, this requires hero level 3. Okay. Let's go ahead and unlock
the
that.
Flames, mold the metal. We are raising an army.
It's true we are. Now, you guys all have... But the question is, do I want to expend quite a lot of money making her and the Houndmaster tougher, since they're going to be enduring some real beats? Yeah, let's go ahead. Also, I'm going to do that. So everybody in the party has level 3 armor at least. You know, losing these high-level heroes sucks. There's not a ton of reason to upgrade the Plague Doctor's weapons if you're relying entirely on their Blight skills, because it doesn't affect the Blight amount at all. Yeah, let's just go hard on upgrades. Okay. Let's go hard on upgrades, because our heroes surviving is, like, really good. And our heroes dying, conversely, you may have guessed it, you're correct, pretty bad. Pretty bad when they die. Alright, nobody's high enough level to need Instructor Mastery upgraded yet.
The wise hero trains for what he will face.
So I don't feel bad about focusing in on these. Another 10% stun and 5% accuracy. Where's everybody else's skills? The damage dealers need to have their skills upgraded for sure. The Plague Doctor in particular. I want to make sure that we're good on these. This doesn't increase the blight amount, this upgrade, so I view it as a little bit less necessary. This definitely should be upgraded to 5. Battlefield medicine really doesn't get a lot better as you upgrade it, so I'm not in a hurry to spend gold on that. His skills should be upgraded. We don't have another mark, right? If he wants to mark, he'd have to. If he wants to hit marked people, he'd have to provide the mark himself. This does upgrade the amount of the bleed. That's certainly not nothing. I'll take that. I'll take more stun chance. As I was just saying. So this stuff's all just accuracy buffs. I mean, accuracy is important. Also, this was a point of an extra point of bleed on the attack, which is valuable. And the question is, do I want her to take the stun, or do I want to have her take bleed out? Or maybe an adrenaline rush. I'm thinking Bradwardine has good stuns already. Durandal has a good stun. And our Vestal also has a reasonable stun. Pretty high percentage. Do I want to just put her on Adrenaline Rush so that she can save people a turn, curing her sometimes? And I'm never going to want to do this instead of attacking, though. Right? Using her turn to push off a Blade or Bleed so that I can use a healer's turn to attack is not actually a good trade. Yeah, I'm not going to throw away a high damage turn to save a low damage turn. We don't even get a point of extra crit on that. These are some very not compelling upgrades for how much they cost. I think we're gonna rock it like this. Okay. It's possible that I'm over preparing, but we had a couple of bad experiences in a row, and I'm nervous. So let's Do I want to keep the scouting chance thing? No, we're gonna get. Okay, we'll just drag in the things that we want, because the things that we don't want to drag out. Plus 10% max HP. We're probably -1 damage on all attacks. That doesn't feel great. Feather Crystal's pretty good. Except that she really doesn't like to be moved. We also have that map that somebody has. Not somebody in the party, though. And we have Junia's head that we got from that creepy guy that we kept running into. Now let's get her the map. Who had the map last? I should probably unequip it when I'm done with a fight. Here we go. Okay. We'll put something... Finding it remarkably difficult to just unequip stuff. Alright, here, take this map. Plus 5% stress damage is such a small penalty. Okay. Let's do it. Let's get a cool shield and also some XP. Cool shields and XP. .com, 100 years. Alright, we are probably actually going to use our dog biscuit, or dog treat. That would be my guess. We'll bring an extra shovel, because if we don't use it on a blockage, we can use it on one of those chests. Medicinal herbs are of value here. We are bringing bandages because there are actually things to bandage. That's probably good. I want to bring like a key. On these on non-long missions, you know, like throwing a random key into your inventory sometimes will pay out in a way that's meaningful, and you probably won't have to discard it before that point. Holy water's more useful. We'll just... yeah, we'll roll like this. Alright. Like I said, I'm probably over-preparing. I just don't want to lose another level 3 healer. It was embarrassing enough the second time.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares.
And the thing is, that second...
must be flushed out.
Okay, that second healer death was totally preventable by just playing better, right? Like, I made a bad strategic decision. Okay, I was talking about 2 space enemies that you don't see on the lower tiers. This is one of them. He is not specific to any region. You can encounter a ghoul anywhere. And ghouls do pretty high damage, and oh man, I didn't check to make sure that this Houndmaster has the right skills equipped. He doesn't. He doesn't have Hound's Rush. Frustrating. It's frustrating how dumb I am. So, these guys have a couple of high stress attacks, and then they can also just whack you one. Alright, so plus 40% stun, so 159% stun chance. Yeah, I like it. Let's control him. I'm not too worried about the plated maggots, honestly. These guys are a second-tier concern. Are they worth stunning? No, probably not. Let's just get deeps. Let's just do lots of deeps. Yeah. Keep laying into him. He's got 40% prot. It's going to take a minute. What is 2 points? The bleed resists are not, like, super high. Would I be better off just target whistling this guy? Yeah. Let's drop his prot by 25%. That'll probably help more than the bleed on the maggots. Ew. Ha! Even with minus 20 dodge, he's still good at dodging. Oh, man. Alright. It got to take its turn before we got to do anything, so a little bit of stress, a little bit of, you saw, it decreases the light. A lot of stress casters do, actually. Well, now, because he took his turn, his stun resist debuff has worn off, or his stun resist buff has worn off. Now we'll do a little bit more damage to him, you know, roughly 25% more. Okay. Not a lot of value on that Hound's Harry. But I do believe he's dead now. Like, we can stop attacking him. He will bleed to death before he gets to act. So let's start in on these jerks. Is it 5? Alright. We just have to deal a little bit more damage to him. Oh, that was nice. Oh no, he does need 1 more point. I'm gonna do the hound thing again, so we'll let that be the 1 more point. The hound thing. I'm gonna do the hound's this thing. There. Alright. So you have 5 points of bleed on you. Okay. So the fight's over. We did it. We done survived. And we hardly even have any stress on us. It worked out okay. Fishing for crits. Nothing. Still nothing.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Okay, you need to fix your crap here. Do I want to have Hound's Harry equipped over Lick Wounds? I'm generally not going to want to spend his turn healing him. But everything here has a lot of bleed resist. Let's do this for now. And when we're reaching lower sustained health values, I might switch it over. That's totally possible. No! No, your mind was soothed. She's still curious. Didn't think to cure it. Whatever. I am loath to imagine how they cure curiosity in the sanitarium. I bet that's a real rough couple of days. Okay, not too bad. You gotta remember that the higher level versions of attacks have additional effects sometimes, which is what you saw just happen there. The level 1 version of spearfishing does not have a pull attached to it. Stress casters are high priority, but this thing is higher priority. Its attack is not something that we need in our lives. Okay, good.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Now this guy's the big priority. Also, how unfortunate. And sadly, we cannot stun people from the 3rd rank. Do we want to move him back on his turn? Ah, no bleed. Now, his bleed resistance high. It's not that high. Wait, what's her... Hold on a second. Timeout. What's her bleed chance? Okay, so she had like a coin flip on that. Do I want to move you back so that you can actually... Yeah. Let's eat a turn moving her back. We're also totally going to... Well, she's got 18 health. These health bars are deceptive now that everybody has real armor. So do I want to bother healing her? No, let's go for the stun. 119%. That's a pretty good percent. Alright. That prevented more damage than our heal probably would have healed. Well, potentially. I mean, it's hard to say exactly what the outcome would have been. Should she? Nah. Nah. Let's just keep rotating stuns where we can. Try to keep these guys down. He's in a position where he can actually be useful again. And now, violence. It's not good to split your DPS up, but with the Plague Doctor's unique capabilities, by which I mean her total inability to deal meaningful damage to meaningful damage quickly, I thought it was best for her to get her blight started on the Bulwark guy first. He's at 125% stun resist now. And we are at 194. We still actually have a pretty good chance of landing this stun. Okay, he got there. He got there. He defended himself. That was still like a 60 or 70% chance there. 50% prot. She'd do like 2 to 5 damage. Yeah, let's go ahead and... If we can't stun, let's go ahead and drop a heal on the Plague Doctor, who is rapidly entering the danger zone. Alright, this should be the last turn, probably. Right? Because he's going to take... Yeah, he's going to take 1 billion damage. Alright, so we do have to play a little bit more conservatively up here in the big leagues.
Powerful blow.
Yeah.
A slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
I don't remember if you can holy water this thing. You do it, just in case it relieves stress. Nope, what it did was give a damage aura that's almost useless on you. Well, so it goes. The vessel's gonna leap forward and be like, "What's a bag?" Nope. Nope, the Plague Doctor did it instead. Hey everybody, what's a bag? So they're both curious. Brad Ordine has picked up the curiosity recently. You know, if you're curing the same condition in the sanitarium, you should be able to jam 2 people into 1 cell. Just apply the treatment to both of them. Okay. 2 fights coming up. Alright, if neither one of them leaps on this, we will use it to try to cure... Who has a larger group of annoying things? Yours isn't so bad, aside from the curious. Neither is yours, really. I guess it'll be you. Alright. Okay. That's not so bad. Fancy seeing you here.
The ground quakes.
Okay, that's a lot of blight. That's 25 damage he just dealt there. Wait, it did 2 on landing too, so I guess 27. Okay, let's figure this out. Screw you. For real. 45%? These are the two that are meaningful. This guy doesn't... This guy's so irrelevant. It's... So, we have a well-outfitted crew here. We were not able to race this guy down with the last party that we tried to race him down with. We might be able to pull it off with this party, although that was a very small amount of damage that she just did there. Alright, keep stacking up those blights. We gotta get some crits, though. Something big. Okay. Head games, that means it's time to clear a couple of these other heads. Or... let's just lay a stun on him and remove the guard and screw these other heads. We'll keep going. It's pretty gross. This dude has a lot of heads, right? Because he sent some heads out to fight us, and he still has all these faces, which he presumably took off of heads that he collected, right? Do we need to try to drop her, maybe? Yeah, let's do that.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I just don't want her healing. I'm less concerned about the damage-focused guys. I just want to wrap the fight up as quickly as possible. Which, as I've discussed many times, is a perfectly reasonable way of mitigating damage. Alright. Okay, that's not so bad. Oh, I can re-stun him. I should have probably stunned him with her. Let's try to do it now. Okay. Because he took his action and lost his protection.
A singular strike.
Another crit. That's probably enough to bring it to all the way through the end of the battle, right? Doggy, go get him. Yeah, this one's going pretty smoothly. So you're going to take... Yeah. We don't have to do very much more damage to him at all. In fact, he's just going to bleed out at the beginning of next turn. And that is adorable. Alright, let's see if we can stun the only head that matters. Okay. We got it. We win. Turns out we didn't even need to stun him. Okay, well this is cool. We're going to get something interesting from this. I'm eager to see what our loot looks like. Aw. Yeah. I know this one has prot, but we can start applying dots to him now.
This is how a life is taken. Decisive pummeling.
Yeah, decisive. I don't know if there's anything that a dog can do that really counts as pummeling.
Destroy them all.
So he's dead, though. Right, like, we don't have to limit the number of turns these guys have, because they can't deal damage. So actually, I probably should have healed with that Vestal. This is a good opportunity to start picking people up. As long as we make a couple of aggressive actions each turn, we probably won't get dinged by the game for stalling.
Masterfully executed.
Okay, not bad. 9 points of meaningful healing done. This is a situation where it would be nice to have Lick Wounds equipped. You guys, it's over. Give it up. Okay. I'm gonna buy a little time though. Just, you know. Alright, we'll get a killing blow. A little bit of free stress relief. There's no reason not to kill him if you can kill him, right? Just, fishing for crits. Ooh. Do I want to heal? Yeah. Because the Hellion still has her turn left. She'll get the killing blow. Okay.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I'm very curious to see more of the equipable trinkets that he can drop, but I'm not going to be upset about 2,500 gold falling into our lap. Especially 2,500 gold that can be carried in a single inventory slot. That's really nice. Ah.
The promise of safety.
Well, how about some of that? Oh, good. I actually should probably have the Plague Doctor and the Vestal in reversed order. Right, because the Vestal can still group heal from the second slot. I don't know. I don't know that it makes a big difference, I guess. Okay, so she needs another little tap. Does she need this much of a tap, though? No, let's stun these two instead. Nah, she got to go early. I should have known that that was going to happen. I should have had the Hellion killer. She resists the move? Nice. If I stun that guy, yeah. If I stun that guy, it'll give a chance for the rest of the duration of this to work out without him getting to attack. He's only got 6 HP now. We should be able to kill him with a single Iron Swan. Yep. Getting there. Alright, let's do violence to the guy who doesn't have 50% prod. And we can maybe even stun this guy after he recovers from that stun. He doesn't necessarily need to get a turn, you know, at all. Yeah, let's finish this guy off. These guys are pretty dangerous. They do actually do quite a bit of damage with their attacks. But it's so much easier to kill this guy, and by doing so you reduce the number of attacks you're taking each turn. Okay, handled. He's got prot and her damage is lowered, so it definitely behooves us to rely on a bleed-based strategy with him. Alright. That's not like the best thing that could have happened, but it's fine. It did raise his prot up to 75%. That's a real kick in the head.
Precision and power.
Okay, nice. Good stress relief, rather. Alright, we'll get him bleeding. And I guess just, Now, let's put a mark on him, drop his prop by a little bit. I'm not going to try to stack up that debuff or anything, but the extra damage I get out of attacking a marked target with the Hound will totally be worth the one turn spent doing that. I mean, in addition to the extra damage it makes him take from everything from the prot loss. I know, I was like, this is good because it'll make the Hound hit harder, but it still didn't make the Hound hit hard enough for stun not to be correct, I think. Wow. Alright, good work.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Already with this. We only have one medicinal herb left. Screw it. We're going to do room battles, so unfortunately we have to go over here through 2 more fights. How many rooms are left? It's not that many, right? Yeah. Okay. Things are going alright so far. Yes, I know. It's a bag. You've even already inspected a bag before. I know that. I know that happened. I'm changing her name to the worst. Because she is. She is the worst. Well, what do I want to drop for these rubies? I'm not going to pick up the anti-venom, obviously. That holy water, I think, is less valuable. Is potentially less valuable than these rubies. The expected value of that holy water is less than the expected value of the rubies. I think that's true. I hesitated there because I thought about not even attacking with other people, just letting the Hellion finish the Oracle off. Now I wonder if I should let the Hellion finish the Oracle. Yeah, let's do that. Let's let the Hellion finish the Oracle off so we can get a stun over here. I just don't have a good enough read of how much damage everybody's going to do. Okay, so yeah, it's a good thing that I did attack with everybody then, because otherwise he wouldn't have died. Yeah, a first round, like, first thing... Okay, rabies on her is not great, but... Well, I don't know. She does spend a lot of her time casting Judgment. Actually, maybe it's fine. But what I was going to say is, a first round, first action Plague Grenade usually will deal, like... It will deal 2 ticks of the damage on the first turn, almost always. And then one thing will be dead. And then it'll deal another tick or 2 of the damage... plus the initial contact damage, which is only going to be like 2 or 3, but it's something. It's actually quite a lot of damage in total for a single use of a skill. Do I want to stun this guy? Actually, would I stun that? I don't know that I don't feel confident about that stun actually landing, so let's just try to get the blight on this guy. Okay, good. Ooh. Well, alright then. She's landing crits all over the place. She's really enjoying her move up to the big leagues. Yeah, let's just do that. Oh, no stun. Nothing.
A devastating blow.
I devastatingly crit him for 1, which means that I hit him for fractional damage before the crit was counted, I believe. Which it's not that hard to believe. He has 75% prot. Ooh, they crit back though. But their crits remove a hell of a lot more stress than your crits produce. Here, have some bandages. Try to get a killing blow, no such luck. Yeah, I think that was definitely worth doing. He's getting a little low. Damn.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Did we over-prepare? I don't know. I don't feel comfortable tossing our shovels yet. Am I just dropping this stuff? Bandages can be life-saving. Yeah, let's just dump that stuff. We should probably camp soon, if only to get some stuff out of our inventory. Alright. Battle incoming. Alright, this is a tough lineup. These are all dangerous monsters. There's no obvious dud. Alright, we are going to focus on this guy. I just wanted to get that rolling. Ooh, minimum damage. Okay, still, I think we're going to be okay. Let's do 2 points of bleed. His bleed resist is pretty low, so we're very likely to get this kill. Alright, if the bleed hits... Okay, good. It's not really necessary. As far as I know, the corpses can't use their scary ability on their first turn. But I didn't want him to get a good speed roll on the second turn and jump in front of... Oh, boy. Okay, well, that's not my favorite thing that's ever happened. Oh. Alright, well, it's going to turn out to be irrelevant, I think. Oh, no. People are going in the wrong order. We can take this guy down quickly. Okay, he's dead. And now I need Barbaric Yawp. Yeah. Perfect. That's just beautiful. Alright, then we just rain Blight and Bleeds on this guy. Blight and Bleeds and Stuns, of course. Yeah, 23. 23 is still pretty high. But do very little damage to guys with that much prot, so I guess throw a heal. Okay. Come on, big crits. That's not a very big crit. Some might say that's not a crit at all. I don't like to be that negative, but... So the question is, Divine Grace the Houndmaster again, or Divine Comfort, fish for crits, and give everybody a little love. Alright, there's still a chance. Haven't had it work. Okay. We basically just need to keep him down through the Plague Doctor's turns so that she can keep stacking blights on him. Okay. Well, that'll do it. And now we buy time for heals. Get that crit heal. Damn it. 62. Crit heals. Nothing. She's critting like crazy with Judgment. Ooh.
This expedition at least promises success.
You know, it's kind of rare, I feel like, that you get to stack up the 1,000 gold gems. There's a lot of value in one slot. So where to camp? Do I camp here? How much dungeon is left? At most 5 rooms. Probably not 5 whole rooms. Yeah, okay, we'll camp here, I think. Okay, let's just jam our hands in this fish corpse. Oh, what? We're not going to take those? What do we... I think we're getting a little snooty here. Listen, digested fish are still fish. Alright. Oh. He retaliates. Not in a way that matters very much, though. Okay. And then we're going to go hard on, I don't know, this guy? We'll hit him with the Hellions Bleed attack, too. Okay, so he's almost dead. But almost dead isn't dead. Yeah, let's hit him just to be sure. I wanted to use that Blight in a way where it would deal more total damage, but killing him to prevent his attack is probably more worthwhile. Yeah, nobody else got a turn before him, so that worked out pretty well. It's time for shouting. This is the time for yelling. Unfortunately, I resist. You guys just resisting everything. Yeah, so you can see these guys start dealing quite a lot of damage. Ah, I should have just moved her. I was like, maybe this will turn out to be really cool, but of course not. He only has 14 health. I'm going to try to bring him down with direct attacks. I don't... If he attacks us with less than 7 health, okay, yeah. So the Plague Doctor's attack wouldn't have changed his number of attacks. Well, now I don't know if there's going to be another turn. And whether moving her is going to be useful in that context. So now we'll just heal again. Is that lethal? No, that's 1 point off of lethal. Okay, good. So that makes him die. I thought that this was my best option because I didn't want to have her attack and leave one of them alive and then have them both go first. And, you know, this seemed to me to be the safest way. And also, if the stun was almost guaranteed to land on him, and if the stun landed on him, it meant also that he would die from his already inflicted wounds. Okay, and they will both die next turn. No crit heals. Well, we're getting 9 points of meaningful healing per turn. I don't feel bad about it.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I know. Well, I can't throw away the opportunity to start a new stack of gold, can I? Or like, well, I know that this is going to get used before we fight again, before we get any loot again even, right? No, there's one curio. Huh. I don't want to toss the dog treat, because dog treats actually can be really useful when the enemies are difficult enough to warrant them. Alright. Against my better judgment... So let me explain to you why I always put down gold instead of things that are worth more than the gold. A stack of gold is 1,500. If we move to this curio and we find in it 325 or more gold, then the total value of the loot we found in this hallway will be higher if we take the gold right now than it will be if we take the emerald. Unless we find an emerald in that place. And gold is very common loot. And unfortunately, it occurs in really unpredictable amounts. I'm going to take the gold for the reasons I just laid out, and we're going to see what happens. This might not even be a lootable curio. It is a lootable curio. And in fact, it's 750 gold. So if we had taken the emeralds here, we would throw the emeralds away for 750 gold. But because we did things this way, we end up with 950 gold. And I think that that's the way that's going to work out most often due to the fact that gold is so common. Gold is so common and stacks to such a large size. Okay, so camp time, we want to get her stress down a bit.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
Indeed. Oh, that's right. This is the... I have to start buying people camp skills. I keep forgetting to do it. So this would heal her 5% and reduce her stress by 5%, or by 5 for 2. This actually isn't better. These guys are at such low stress that I don't really feel the need to affect the amount of stress they have. Let's see what else we have available to us. Does anybody have annoying diseases? I have rabies on 2 people who don't need rabies, who don't benefit from having rabies. So go ahead and knock off your own rabies. And then remove rabies from her. Well done. Plague doctors, you guys. They're real good. They're real good at everything. So plus 10 accuracy and plus 20% damage versus enemies that are scary. It's probably worth doing. That would leave us with 5 time units, which is enough to do Hound's Watch and then a pep talk on somebody. Yeah, okay. Then who needs a pep talk? Well, I mean, that's not a real question. It's probably the one who has 50 stress. Okay, let's hope for no ambush. Haven't had an ambush in a little while. Feel like we're due for one, despite the fact that I know that that's not how probability works. That events do not change the likelihood of future events.
In radiance,
okay.
May we find victory.
This could even be the last battle. I don't think that's terribly likely, but it could be. Also, we should fix our party ordering here. So who do I want in front? Actually, let's have her being back. Bradwardine can use Noxious Blast from slot 2, and that's probably good enough. What is your... Not that much different from his. There we go. Okay, let us go on. Important to keep Torchlight high when you're fighting enemies who are actually a little bit dangerous. Hey, look! It's one of those guys who does that thing that I was talking about with the bleeding. Okay, so this is the unique 2-space enemy of the Cove. He has 50% prot and quite a bit of HP. And despite the fact that his attacks are incredibly dangerous, I think we're going to be trying to kill him last. We just gotta... These two are... They're too dangerous. We will throw a cudgel on him with the Houndmaster, which hopefully will be sufficient to kill him. And screw this guy. Okay, 12 is good. Yeah, let's be sure. I don't want him to have another turn. Alright. So this guy needs to take 11 damage. We might be able to get that. Bleed? Alright. At 150, we have 194. So we have less than a coin flip chance of getting it. We're gonna mark him. Strip some of his prot. And start in on the deeps. So Blight Resist is quite low, as is the case with pretty much everything in the Cove. Unfortunately, still at 25% prot. Ooh. Okay. That is the less dangerous of his attacks, I think. It is annoying, certainly. But Arterial Pinch is the thing we're looking out for. He does only have 1 speed, which is going to help us a lot, because our party members are fairly fast due to all of our upgraded armor and stuff. Okay, I think we're going to get out of this without anybody bleeding to death. So he's on 13 right now. I'll get him to 18. Okay, and he's dead. But we don't have anything really useful to do aside from attacking him, so maybe we can get a killing blow. Alright, big crit. Ah, good enough.
Size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
She didn't even get stress relief. Is there anything I value less than 250 gold at this moment? Let's see what we got ahead. So, no, I don't think so. Okay, that was the end. There are no more room battles. Well, there's still a lot of gold together, though. How much space for gold do I have left? Now that I know there's no more room battles, that does change my valuation of some of my items a little bit. Also, I think I'm going to toss the shovels the next time I have the opportunity to do so. Or the next time doing so will bring me any value, I should say. Because I have the opportunity right now. I could just throw these shovels on the ground and walk away. Alright. And we get data on the final haul. Okay, so pretty clear from here. Huh. No, right? Because he'll be... Huh. I think we shouldn't. But you can probably tell that I really want to. Let's go disarm a trap. Let's do this thing. I mean, there's a chance of her failing to do that. I'm trying... It's more likely that she'll succeed than that she'll fail. Ah, there it is. How much stress? 14. Okay. So it only really undid the last, like, 1.5. Oh, man. Oh, okay, well, I forgot that that was a possibility. That's fine. I think I wasn't going to do it. I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure that I was not going to do
As
it.
the light gains purchase,
Alright, let's see.
spirits are lifted.
Food up, there's no
Purpose is
reason not
made
to.
clear.
For the final battle. I want those curios over there. I don't know what's in them. Could be anything. Could be great. Okay. Weird. That's a weird thing to say in this situation. Should I stun somebody? No, let's do damage. Let's get a kill. Yeah? Okay. Good stuff. So now the question is, do I yop or do I just wail on this guy? Yeah, this has got to be right. So we're going to endure one attack this turn. We will not be able to prevent them all from attacking next turn. They're too fast. Ooh.
Blurred vision. The end approaches.
Remember that we can flee from this at any time, and we'll take the stress hit from running away from battle, but we won't take the stress hit from fleeing a mission because we have completed the mission. So probably our people with low stress wouldn't have to be de-stressed. Our Hellion will have to be de-stressed if we do that, though. Whereas right now, if things go well, she might not have to be. If she can avoid getting crit and land a crit or two. Okay, so he's done for, right? Both of those blights landed? Yeah. Okay. I don't think it's very nice to refer to her that way, you guys. Alright. Big crits. We're going to use the skill that has the higher crit chance, because their bleed resist is 70. No such luck. Alright, well, we should only take one more attack this battle. Wait, what am I saying? This guy's not dying. He's just... I'm being very overconfident right now. I'm sad about that. But I'm gonna... What's his stun resist is 70. What's her yop chance? 144? Okay, we're gonna ignore this guy. We're gonna land a yop. The yop is gonna stun him so that he'll die of his blight. And then this guy will get killed by an attack at some point during this coming turn. Crit heal. Nope. Crit heal. Nope. No luck. I really want her to get the killing blow. I want it badly enough that I'm going to gamble that she won't miss. Maybe this was a mistake. Let's find out. Okay, no, reasonable. She didn't even get her thing. Crit heal. Nothing. Okay.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
So let's take this. Actually, I shouldn't have done that.
A blazing star is born.
Oh, I should have thrown out the dog treat and taken the medicinal herbs. Because the medicinal herbs, yeah, could have had an effect still. Well, that was very dumb of me. That right there, that's a big misplay. These things have a lot of loot in them when you, Oh, well. Things worked out for the best. We'll just take that and that. Yeah. Okay, pretty good haul. And only one person needs to be distressed, probably.
The odor abates. The things are driven back for a time.
Man, these last 3 dungeons I feel like have taken me a really long time to run. I hope you guys love long episodes. Feel free to skip through them if they're too long, although I guess I maybe shouldn't give that advice at the end of an hour-long episode, huh? Well, whatever. Listen, I'm talking, I'm explaining things, it makes the thing go slowly. We got 42 crests from that dungeon. That's a little much. Okay, but as you can see, just a tremendous amount of gold. Really makes up for all the gold that we Like, listen, gold spent to increase the killing power, the fighting power of heroes is not ever gold wasted unless the hero dies, I guess. So I shouldn't say not ever. Okay, so big bunch of nothing. This isn't bad, but a big bunch of nothing for the most part there.
You answered the letter. Now, like me, you are a part of this place.
Left many a fishman slain. We sure did. Alright, so that is it for this episode of Darkest Dungeon. We've almost got a crew ready to do battle with the horrible hag. Actually, did we... We did get the Cove up to level 4, so we've also got the alluring Siren available. Honestly, I think the Siren is the easiest of the bosses in the game. You can bring debuff resist chance equipment to the fight to make her abilities almost meaningless, and she just whiffs a lot on her own, like without you even having to do anything. So, yeah, I think that that's not going to be too difficult. We also have our first red mission appears. Okay, so you do get ancestral loot from long red missions. As you can see, that's like a pretty good item. In addition to 15,000 gold and 12 crests. We're not ready for reds, obviously. We're barely ready for veterans. But we're going to get there. Our crew of guys is coming along. Our team is coming along. Our town is coming along. That's pretty nice. Yeah, so join us next time when probably we do this. That seems cool. And we'll see you then.